Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing an 11-hour wear test using the brand new Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation in conjunction with her new loose setting powder. This was sent to me, so I do have all 5 of the loose setting powders, so I'll be able to show you guys each of these so you can see the difference in color as well as different shades of the foundation. Before I get into the demo and then the wear test, I'm going to go ahead and get into the details. For the Luminous Foundation, this retails for $38. You are getting the standard 1 fluid ounce of product or 30 mils. You are also getting a pump, and it comes in 50 different shades. It is described as a water-resistant liquid foundation that creates a luminous, natural finish and is long-wearing even without setting powder. The coverage is medium, the finish is natural, and it is for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin types. Anastasia did send over 4 or 5 different shades of the foundation. I picked out 22 and I just want to mention that this is closer to my winter shade versus my summer shade, just in case anybody is wondering. I did have to bronze this up just a little bit. So if you're closer to the NC20, this is going to be where you want to go. I'm going to leave all the swatches though and some comparisons at the end of the video. Now moving on to the loose setting powder. It retails for $36 and you're getting 25 grams of product, and there's 5 different shades. The shade that I'm using in the video is the shade Vanilla, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys all 5 shades side by side. First we have Translucent, which is colorless. Then we have Banana, a pale yellow. Vanilla, which is ivory. Then we have Deep Peach, described as warm peach, and then Golden Orange, which is described as golden tan. On the Anastasia website, it reads that this is a lightweight, superfine formula that goes on smoothly as it absorbs oil, minimizes shine, and leaves you with a flawless matte finish. It's supposed to give the complexion a seamless, soft focus effect, blurs the look of imperfection, and extends the wear of your makeup. And then lastly, I was sent the brush that is recommended for the foundation, which is the A30. It is a $24 brush, synthetic fibers right here. It's definitely great for buffing in the foundation, but I don't like using brushes to put on my foundation. I always feel like my pores look better whenever I use a sponge. However, I do want to mention that on the site, whenever you go to pick one of these, it says that you can add any brush for $10 instead of buying this or any of the other brushes all by itself. All right, let's go ahead and get into the application. As always, there's nothing on the perimeter of my face. I only have primers on my pores to help smooth that out, and it is linked down below. So I'm taking my Sonia Kashuk sponge and I am pressing this into the skin. I immediately know that I'm going to love this foundation because of the way it looks. I'm using 2 pumps and you are getting a solid medium coverage. It is a satin kind of luminous finish, not too dewy, like not too over the top, like greasy looking, but it's just a nice natural finish. After I get that applied, I went ahead and I went in with the vanilla powder and I just baked underneath my eyes, my nose, and my chin. And I have to say that this is a lot thinner than say like the Huda Beauty powder. This is just much more finely milled, so you're not going to see it as heavy underneath my eyes. I had to add quite a bit to get like the baking effect, and I did actually, or thought I had, a clip of me just up close before I had started putting the powder on so you guys could see what this looked like all by itself, but I didn't even realize until I had started putting underneath my eyes that yeah, it wasn't recording. So this is just, it's, you know my life. After I set the rest of my face, I went ahead and I kicked off the excess underneath my eyes and my nose and just went and finished my makeup. So here is what it looks like freshly done. I think this looks great. It's very natural looking. It's smooth. It's perfected, but not overly done. It's matte because of the powder, but again, not heavy. I don't feel like anything on my face feels or looks heavy at all. I'm really liking the way that everything came together, and I even like this powder underneath my eyes. Now let's move on to the 6-hour mark. Here, I feel like everything kind of looks the same. Still natural looking, not oily at all. My pores are still smooth, and I think I like it even more than I initially did. This is kind of typical for me. Right around the 4 to 6 hour mark, I think I like foundations more because I think they have just a little bit more time to sink into the skin, and this is no exception. I really enjoy the way this looks at this 6-hour mark. Now we're gonna jump ahead to 11 hours. So as you can see, foundation is still there, but it does look a little bit more worn down the center of my face. I feel like my cheek area looks really, really good, but where I get a little bit oily down the center of my face, I feel like we got a little bit of wear. Nothing really separated, but you can definitely see the shine on my nose, right around the side, on my chin, and just a little bit of wear on my pores. But again, cheeks look great. I really can't complain for a luminous foundation to look this way at 11 hours. And I want to remind you guys that a matte foundation is always going to look better on camera than what a luminous foundation is going to, because you have these lights that reflect and make it look worse than it actually is. So just keep that in mind. I am really happy with the way this looks at the 11-hour mark. I am highly impressed with this foundation. I really like it, and I actually really like the powder as well. It's not that I thought that I wouldn't like it, but I think I just didn't have any expectations. I am thrilled with this. I love how lightweight it is. I love the medium coverage because that's more up my alley than something that is super full coverage. It just gives me just enough. Like, I feel like I've got everything that I want covered without it being overly done. The powder is very finely milled, so much so that I feel like even if you are dry, if you just take a dusting of this, I don't think that this is going to really dry out your skin. This foundation is going to be good for just about anybody, especially dry skin, combo, normal. Oily, this just isn't going to last on you as well. I think that if you want to try this and you're oily, you're just going to have to be somebody who likes that kind of luminous finish. But overall, I feel like I'm going to have to do a rating video after all of these foundations. And I do want to mention, I forgot to tell you guys this, this is not what I have on my face right now. I finally got my Pat McGrath foundation, not from her site, but from Sephora. So I'm doing my test for that right now. I just want to make sure that you guys know that that's not what is on my face currently. So you will see that video later, as well as this eye look. I'm doing all the videos right now, you guys. It's just like back to back to back to back to back. Anyway, back to this video. I am impressed. Final thoughts. This is a hit. This is a hit. I love that they came out with extra colors. I do have one little negative to say about this, and it's about the neutral undertone. Again, I feel like it's just not neutral. I can't find anything that's truly neutral. I don't think that this is too yellow though. Whenever it's blended out, I feel like it goes slightly more on the neutral yellow tone, which is not bad for me because I am neutral leaning warm. So this works, but it's still not a true neutral in my opinion. So I just want to throw that out there to you guys. Again, if you want to see swatches of these, just wait after I say goodbye and I will have them all at the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.